Welcome to CTV Sports and the 9th game of the World Polo League 2024 Founders Cup, where we have Alegria going up against Kaia Polo.
And coming to you today from Grand Champions Polo Club, we're at field number 3. A nice 81 degrees Fahrenheit, but a relatively strong wind coming from the south, blowing at 15 miles per hour.
Yeah, and we have some amazing players ready to take the field. Let's take a look. Yeah, once again, welcome to the 2024 World Polo League Founders Cup. I'm Dale Schwetz.
And I'm Jan-Erik Frank, and very much looking forward to this, as you said, Dale, the 9th game of the Founders Cup 2024.
You got it, and remember, we have a 25-goal team here, Alegria, in the pink jerseys, pink and black, and we have Kaia Polo at 22 goals. So they'll be receiving 3 goals on handicap. Yeah, and we've seen Kaia Polo. They've done very well in their previous games, trying to jump out and add goals to that handicap start. So we'll see how that works today, because we know both these teams. You know, Alegria is they're preparing for that. I had a lot of fun last night. We had a great party, World Polo League Founders Cup, and at the beautiful Santa Rita Polo Farm. Great asado there, and I had an opportunity to speak to the players that are playing the game, and they are ready to go. This is a big one, as you know. We'll break it down for you today, as both of these teams, if Kaia is to win by 2 goals, they will tie the 4th place team. Remember, because the top 4 teams go to the semis, as the first will play 4th, the second will play 3rd, and if they win by 3, they will go as the 4th team. And on the other side, the Alegria team, if they win by 5, they will tie the 4th place team, in which they'd go to gross goals. And if they win by 6, they will go as the 4th team. So we'll keep you, we'll keep you in line on all of the points and how things are working out. As look at this, Chukker is going to come out quickly here for Alegria and score the first goal.
Well, absolutely, and based on what you just said, Dale, you can expect a very offensive-minded mindset here in this game. Both of these teams, of course, would like to, if they can, somehow make it through to the semi-finals. And so we're going to see, once again, look at this from a long distance out here. The answer from Kaia Polo, literally from the throw-in. Player with the number 2 here, Lerine Zubiari, hammers one across the field, and then the extension, a one-touch Polo. That is what the WPL is all about, and the first goal there for Kaia Polo.
Yeah, an amazing shot there. And final, was that Lerine, or did Mariano end up putting that one away?
Mariano put it, the
pass came from Lerine. Yeah, correct. Unbelievable pass, yeah. So, yeah, they both teams coming right out of the bowling here early and scoring. Look at it, once again, open style running.
And this is now a question of a little bit of defense. In comes Malik, slightly over rise with the number 3. Here is Tincho Merlas. He also can't get a nice piece of it, but this man can, again, from the post. Well done, Jason Crowder.
And another quick goal. Look at this. 3 goals scored in under 2 minutes. And this, we've seen this happen so many times in the World Polo League. Tremendous amount of goals being scored in a short period of time. And as you say, Jan, that's what the World Polo League's all about.
Absolutely. So strap yourselves in. We've obviously had a little bit of bad weather. We've been much anticipating for this game to finally take place. And of course, from everybody here at CTV Sports, all the very best to both Alegria and Kaia Polo as we have the ball thrown in once again on the halfway line. And let's see if they can make it 4 in a row. On the move then. Again, Lerine Zubiar, we've had a similar situation. This time he might go and do it himself. Takes the shot. Watch that ball, Dale. Did you see that, Lerine Zubiari?
Wow, and is this a new record?
It must be.
4 goals scored in under 2.5 minutes. Really well done here by both teams. Just high percentage shooting. Zubiari is going to get out in front, and this is probably the most difficult goal of the 4 that we've seen here, but all 4 goals just superstar style here by both teams. And, well, who's going to win this bowling? Because right now, possession on the bowling has been huge for these 2 teams, and it's going to be controlled by Alegria, Tincho Merlos.
Runs into a little bit of traffic. Both of these teams, as you can see, not wasting any time. Tocolino, once again, with a really nice deep ball down into Alegria territory. Mannix will have to, and does a great job in clearing it, sending it out towards those boards. Who will be the first player on it? It will be a player in the white shirts. Again, Santi Tocolino avoids getting a hook from the first player, and again, a shot on goal. Well, Dale, you didn't have to wait very long. Santi Tocolino picking up his first goal of the match.
And 1, 2, 3 different players on the Kaia Polo team scoring goals. This man has been awesome. He's going to turn this ball up. He sneaks by one player, and look at the angle that he puts this ball in there. Right there at the post, the far post. And that might take us to our courtesy change here. And, wow, 5 goals scored with the courtesy change coming up. But it's going to keep it 6-2 with that 3-goal lead. As we said, Jan, we can go through it really quick here. Remember, we had the 9 teams compete in a double elimination tournament, and everyone played each other within the 2 teams in their brackets. And we had a lot of ties, actually, in the brackets. Just the Casablanca team that was in the bracket 2 actually won it, but they ranked the team from 1 through 9 after they play within their brackets. First on win-loss, and then they went to net goals, and then they'll go to gross goals if needed to determine the top 4 teams, in which number 1 will play number 4, 2 will play 3, and at the moment, we were looking at Casablanca, and first they were 2-0 with a +7. Very well done. They played well. And they won their bracket. And everybody else in the other 2 brackets tied. They all had 1-1. Audi came out in second right at the moment, +3. La Ernita, 1-1 with a +1. Park Place, 1-1 as a 0. And that goes through. Maltese Falcons, 1-1 with 0. Travieso, 1-1 with 0. And then you get down to Senfest, who's 1-1, but they were a -4 they had that one game where they lost by some goals. So, big part of what's going on, so we'll keep you lined out on that. Remember, we are using the challenge system. Each team will receive a challenge, 1 per half. You need to use it or lose it, and we do have all the triggers in place, and we'll explain the triggers as they go along as needed, because we got everybody back on the field, and look at this, away we go.
And just like the beginning of this Chukker, Sugar Erskine getting the better touch of that throw-in, leaves it behind. Mannix overrides, picked up now by Mariano. Aguirre, he has Crowder just to the left of him there, as you can see. There's a little chip shot. Nicely done. He has to just wait. Good call there. Well, he tried to get out of the way, Sugar Erskine. He knew that he might be causing a foul. Watch it again here as that ball comes up the field. There you see, and he's trying to get out of the way, but the damage had already been done.
Yeah, bad luck there for Sugar, because I think Sugar, when he saw the ball kind of come out on the left side of Santi, and you could see where he maybe thought he'd be able to make a play, but Santiago going from right to left, very quickly getting established on the offside. So just bad luck there. But remember, we are in that area, and I talk a lot about it during the World Polo League, and actually all of our polo here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, from the 6 to 26 goals, and though that area that's 20 yards from the center on either side, usually is going to get moved down to the 60-yard line. On occasion, if you have all 8 players in the middle kind of bustled up together, then you might have a center hit, a 5B. But consistently, the umpires have been pushing that ball down. So, okay, so now very well done here. as the Kaia Polo team is going to have Larry Austin downfield by himself. And another reason why you probably heard this whistle on Chukker, because they had Larry downfield, so you're going to get an open goal penalty 3.
Oh, I see.
So well done here by Kaia
yeah.
having Larry downfield. That's happens with a lot of the teams. It's going to be Santi Tocolino to have the open goal 40-yard shot. Maltese Falcons, they do a lot with Melissa Gandy does this the same way. They line up like that. And also, you'll see La Ernita. They'll line up. There's a lot of teams that they use their number ones. They keep them way out front, and they play like that design play, Yan, and they get those extra space.
Yeah, it makes all the difference.
Yeah, it makes a big difference there. So a good ball placement here with Larry, good positioning, and a nice shot there by Santiago Tocolino.
So, Kaia Polo, as you said, Dale, coming in of 22 goals. Remember, they have that 3-goal advantage in hand, and they're going to want to try and extend that for as much as possible. And I think because both of these teams, as we know, very, very strong, extremely well mounted, I think it's going to come to the unforced errors that could occur and that could at the end make all the difference. On the breakaway now, Tincho Molos for Alegria. Sends it over the halfway line. He's got 2 attacking players at the front door. No danger there. The pickup will come from Sugar Erskine. Takes the man first. He's got Crowder behind him. Crowder will finish it. And that's how you get it done.
Oh, great polo here. Just great communication by the Alegria team. And that they want to use, they definitely got to use Fred and Sugar going forward here. And when Sugar gets back in, look, he takes his man wide. Instead of going near side, he knows Jason's got an easy offside play. And another finish there by Crowder gets a second goal here in the first Chukker.
Yeah, I spoke to Jason 2 days ago where we ran into each other, and he was really, really pumped up about this game. And you can see here they all want it because obviously, as you were saying earlier, Dale, it is still yet to be decided who will be the 4th semi-finalist. Once again, Alegria on the move, and this man is on fire. He must have had some special breakfast, some oats this morning, some extra oats in his porridge because he's doing a great job, and a little bit unlucky there as Tincho tried to finish what Sugar had started. And Kaia Polo, not wasting any time, will turn defense into offense. Here, the run on the near side. Crowder is back there. Mannix is back there. Crowder will send it back out to the right-hand side, or the left-hand side, beg your pardon, to Fred Mannix. Slams on the brakes. One-touch Polo. Look at this deep ball downfield. And just a little touch. Again, Sugar is right there, coming and jumping on that line. On the boards, Mannix. Crowder will try and shake off Aguirre if he can. A clear run to goal for Mannix. The shot leaves it behind. Oh! Did that go over or not, Dale? Did that go over the line? Clearly not, but what a great play here from Mannix. Takes it around the outside. Tries to avoid all the traffic. Sugar comes in to block and take Aguirre out of his way. There's the shot.
Yeah, I guess they might have stopped that Yan there on the run. Did the ball look like it came across? They might trigger this. Was it very close?
Well, I've just had another look here on my monitor, Dale. We're talking centimeters. I mean, literally centimeters. But, yeah, well, difficult to say. Very difficult to say. And that pony, that...
It's fun of Fred. Fred had a nice little chestnut right here.
Pite Hypothesis.
Yeah.
Hypothesis, yeah.
Yeah, and she's sire by Pite Popeye. The sire in the dam was Riton, and breeder Pite Merlos. So congratulations to Pite. Nice little chestnut mare there that Mannix is riding. You see so many. Okay, but we're gonna go to. They're gonna check this one out. We'll let the umpires check out to make sure. And we're going to go to a little commercial break. Stay with us. We'll be back for our second Chukker 2024 World Polo League Founders Cup. All right, welcome back, everybody. Is shot of Tincho Merlos here as we're talking to his coach there. And we're in the second chukker of the 2024 WPL Founders Cup. We have Alegria, Chukker, Erskine, Jason Crowder. Here's the play right here that happened. Keep an eye on Fred Mannix's ball. He shoots the ball, and this ball is very, very close. They triggered this at the end to take a look at it. And you go for Lorene to go just hit the back shot. And right there, ooh, he just gets the shot off. And so that's where you get the trigger to look at. And that's a great trigger. So let's go through the triggers because we said we would talk about them as it comes to them. Remember, the umpires have the ability to trigger if a goal is in or out. This is a perfect example. And then they have the ability. Okay, so they triggered it, but they did have a penalty on the play. Yeah, so we have a penalty 1, so you are going to get a goal for the Alegria team at the end of the first chukker. So that'll be actually in the first chukker. And well, they come in and you can put it in the second chukker. Yes, they move. They do the 5B, which is a continuation of the penalty 1, and on a possession. So you remember the penalty 1, goal, automatic goal, and then possession in the center field. And remember, all of these that are hit from behind the line are worth 2 points. Fred Mannix. And Fred, he has the ability, Jan, to hit that one from center. If you remember, he hit one off the field in their last game. So we'll give that penalty 1 to Fred Mannix, seeing he was the player that got fouled on that one. Is a team goal, actually, the one. And so that's a big play, but a great job with the triggers. And we'll go over some more of the triggers. Let's get back to the action here because this has been a great game.
It certainly has, Dale. If you've just joined us once again, a warm welcome. The much-anticipated 9th game of the Founders Cup 2024, and both of these teams have come out here guns blazing. We saw a total of 8 goals in that first chukker, both teams scoring 4 apiece. So very difficult to say who's got the slight upper hand. But remember, Kaia Polo have come into this game with a 3-goal advantage. And they're on the break again here with the number 2, Lorene Zubiari, who's been absolutely on fire this morning. Lorene Zubiari to finish it. The shot on goal. And there is another one.
Yeah, he's been great, man. What goal-scoring machine. And as you said, Jan, with the 3 goals on handicap, they're keeping that little lead here. And he gets it off to the right side here. It almost like he pushed it to the right to give himself a little more room there. Because if Jason does put a leg on him, a ride-off, he can push him back to the ball. If he hits that ball straight down the center, then it's going to be a 50-50 ride-off. So really well-placed ball here by Zubiari on 7 goals. Very strong player. And we'll switch directions for any of our new viewers, new fans to the game of polo. That's what we do after every goal scored. The procedure in the game of polo for the same sun, wind, field advantage picked up here now by Mannix.
Yeah, and Mannix was standing right at the front of that throw-in. So another interesting set play. Mannix now on the near side. Very, very close.
Yeah, that was a close one, man. Got to go near side there to keep it away from the defense. And just a 12 inches, 6 inches off the side.
If that. But again, the answer after that cracking goal from Lorene Zubiari, Alegria not wasting any time. But of course, oops. Now then, Kaia have possession. Let's see they can get a bit further upfield. Alegria will want to pick up a couple of very quick goals if they can. Again, Mannix at the front. In comes Erskine from the right. Picked up, well, nearly picked up there by Crowder. Left behind now for Lorene. He's going to have to find a little gap there. He's got 2 players. Yeah, well, unintentionally, Crowder needs to also allow Aguirre to make the play. He's just being very tenacious, sticking there with his man. Pick up by Lorenzo Bier. Power play here from Alegria. Coming down that line was Fred Mannings. Let's see what the umpires make of that one.
So on the turn here, gets picked up and you get a sword fight going and backed right there. And then players coming down the field here is you have one of the Kaia Polo players reaching back. We'll just see what the umpires decide here. And remember, each team does have those challenges. They can use that challenge one per half, and they can challenge any call that the umpires make. They have 15 seconds after the umpires actually tell the players what the foul was, not when the whistle blows. And we're going to use maybe I'm going to use a courtesy changer. I think Jason's going to go change on his own, which players have the ability to change whenever you want. You are going to get the open goal reaching call against Kaia. Tincho. And I talked to Tincho last night, and he said he understood how important every one of the penalty shots are going to be today. He knew he needed to be on. And he's been one of the top penalty shooters last year and this year in the World Polo League. Got that very sweet swing. And he knew also playing against Kaia and Santi Tocolino, who's been very strong from the penalty line. So
well, Santi, as we know, the only man so far to have scored that two-pointer. And I think it's going to come down to exactly that. There is no room for error. And I think, Dale, at the end of the day, it's going to be a question of, well, A, who wants it more? And B, what shirt is the Polo God wearing today, pink or white?
Yeah, what's very interesting about today also, remember that the Park Place, the fourth place team, 1-1 with 0 on net goals. You have Maltese Falcons also 1-1 on, and they have 0 on their net goals. And Travieso 1-1 with 0 on their net goals. So if it becomes a tie again, and they're going to go, and of course our general manager, Cale Newman, I spoke with him last night, and he's all prepared and ready to get on the computer and get everything lined out there, because we're going to have to go into that. So that's where we talked about scoring goals, and is a big part of this Founders Cup and the way the draw was. So even though, and no disrespect to the opposing team, but even if you were blowing a team out with a lot of goals, you still want to keep scoring, because look, it's going to come down to these net and gross goals.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so competitive and evenly matched. I mean, one team, Yan, 2-0, Casablanca.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I mean, I talked to Sapo last night. He's happy with the team. He knows he's got a lot more work to do, so they're still focused. And with a +7 on net goals, but then everybody else 1-1 as they went through. And here's our final team. You're going to get one of these teams going to come out 1-1. Also, so it's been a great league, a lot of fun.
But it just goes to show how evenly balanced and matched these teams, all the teams have been in this Founders Cup, and yeah. You know, it's been extremely competitive. Polo at its very best. Remember, the highest rated polo in the world outside of Argentina, right here, Grand Champions Polo Club. And we are delighted. This, of course, the 6th year now in the making. And, of course, we still have plenty of World Polo League coming your way. The Palm Beach Open, the Triple Crown of Polo. And then, of course, it all comes to a big end down in Miami for the WPL Beach Polo World Cup. And look at this, another shot from distance here. Well, I think we're going to see a lot of that, Dale, all afternoon.
What an amazing shot here by Tincho Merlos. Look at this. He's a good 110. There's your 60, 40, 30. And that ball rolls another 20 past. So Tincho, he has the opportunity to go from center here today. We might see one scored while in play today, Ian, from the center of the field. There's some big hitters today hitting the ball well. Here we go on the bowl, and it's been about 50-50 at the moment. We will have our stats between at halftime and at the end. On the loose ball play, Mariano.
Aguirre, nicely picked up on the near side. Well, he saw coming from the boards the man with the number 2 there, Lorenzo Biari, but now was Sugar Erskine in the wrong place at the wrong time.
So Larry gets out in front, number 1, takes a swipe at it. Then it bounces off the boards, and actually the line was going across the field. And then two players come together. We'll see what our mound officials decide. Looks like it's going to go against the Alegria team. And they'll bring that ball down to the 60-yard line. So it'll be Santi Tocolino's first opportunity with a penalty for 60-yard shot. Beautiful looking chestnut mare here. Santi Tocolino's on. Wow, Santi goes to almost a standstill, Yan. Dead center, and we haven't seen him come down to the stop like that.
No.
So maybe that's a new style, or maybe he's decided with the horse, or I don't know. I mean, this guy hits the ball so well. But another shot, and this is a huge shot for Santi. First penalty for the day, hit it perfectly down the center. Rhythm is there. And both teams doing great from the penalty line already.
Yeah, I think also, Dale, because there's so much at stake here, nobody wants to make any kind of mistake. They want to eliminate any kind of potential percentage of error here. Rather be safe than sorry, I think is going to be the strategy from both teams.
Yeah, so this ball gets hit about 45 degrees. And then the ring comes in, gets a piece of it. And it looks like they're going to march this ball down towards the south goal. And so they'll get an opportunity here. The Kaia Polo team once again, and back-to-back opportunities here for Santi Tocolino. And remember, that's that gray area then right down at 20 yards on the other each side from the center. Getting moved down. Two plays where we had fouls right there, and they moved them down. So both teams got to be careful that committing a foul in that area. It looks like they're going to go with the 3, so they must have Larry once again in a good position. So this is working well. Santi with the 40-yarder. No problem.
No problem whatsoever. That's his second penalty 3. He scored 1 out of regular play, 2 penalty 3s and a penalty 4. So with that, not only has he restored that 3-goal cushion, he's taken up by 1, so they lead by 4, 10 goals to 6 at the moment. Kaia Polo just having the slight edge on Alegria, but it's only the second chukker, and still plenty of Polo coming your way. There is the attempted defending block to try and send that back. Kaia have it. Loreen Zubiari, can he shake off Crowder? Well, he shook off Crowder. Ageri appealing, but Tincho Merlos, and he sees Mannix, and he'll pick this up elegantly on his near side. Just needs to get around the outside of Larry Austin. Once again, Mannix. He was looking for the number 1 player there. He was looking for Chukker Erskine.
We get a whistle, it'll stop the action. Let's keep an eye. As a nice pass there by Fred Mannix. Larry staying on him there, pressing him. And then we get a whistle. We have one player coming down the field. That looks like they're going to go ahead and drop this ball from the spot or the 30 of the open goal, penalty 2. And did Tincho move that one over or not? I'm not sure exactly where to say. It looks like he did move over to the line. So this will be Augustine, second penalty 2 of the day. He had one earlier in this chukker. Merlos. And no problem there. Sharp shooting.
And a hat-trick for Tincho here in the second chukker. Everybody from Alegria now on the score sheet. And 3/4 of the players from Kaia also already on the score sheet. So
we knew it was going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
We talked about that on the breakdown as we were going through it. And based on these teams needing to win by a number of goals, you figured that the offense would be going. And here we go. Larry's going to get a piece of it. Leave it for Lorene.
Subiari on the boards. And in comes a very, very hard challenge there from Chukker. Lorene will take it down the boards. Nicely done. Now then, can Santi get a piece of this? No, Mannix gets there just a little bit sooner. 15 seconds, and away we go. Alegria with Chukker. Plays it out to the left-hand side. A lot more space for him to work with. Possibly another attempt with a shot on goal from distance. Crowder on the wrong side. Aguirre sends it back. Nearly intercepted once again, but now then, Santi, Toccolino, but they will just run out of time. So what an incredible second Chukker. Again, if we look at the first Chukker, it was 4 goals apiece. Chukker number 2, 3 goals apiece. It's only going to get better. Stay with us right here on CTV Sports.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
All right, here we go as everyone gets ready for the third Chukker here, Alegria and Kaia Polo. And, 7 goals. Actually, even on the goal scoring, 7 goals and 7 goals. You have the 3 goals on handicap for the Kaia team, but the Alegria team matching them. And remember, they need to, Kaia needs to win by 3 to push them into the fourth spot there. Win by 2, they'll tie. And Alegria needs to win by 6. So not a bad spot here if they could chip away at that handicap a little bit. We knew the handicap would come into play today, and but they're in a good spot. And like you said, I think the shooting percentages by both teams has just been fabulous, unbelievable. I love to see. I can't wait to see the stats.
I was going to say,
yeah, the stats are going to be some of the top stats we've seen. And like you said, I think we're in for we're only halfway through the 2024 season here, World Polo. We are in for some incredible polo. Here we go on the bowling from the center to the boards. It ended. Chukker ended right there, about 100 yards out.
Nicely done. The pass coming from Mannix, and that pass could not be more precise as Alegria pick up another goal here. But you've got to give it to Mannix, who is very, very effective and extremely strong here today in this game.
Yeah, both teams mixing it up well. Chukker with 2, Crowder with 2. Tincho with 3, 2 of them from the penalty line, and Fred, we gave the 1-2. It's a team play. He was right there getting fouled, but on this way, Yan and I keep him, and then everybody's scoring goals. Larry doesn't have a goal today, but he's been in a great spot, and being in a great spot has given them the opportunity to have 2 open goal penalty threes.
Indeed. So a lot of strategy going on here. Once again, there he is, Mannix. Couldn't make a clean touch on that. Aguirre tried to feed the ball to his number 2, Lorenzo Biari, who was already facing to go that north end. Remember this field running north to south here at Grand Champions Polo Club field number 3. Now then, this is the kind of pass, yeah, you could maybe pick up, and he does on the halfway line. Toccolino, Crowder comes, I beg your pardon, Lorenzo Biari still on that halfway line. He will now leave it for Mariano. He's now got the time and the inclination to have a little think. Where does he want to play this one to? Well, or run it himself. Still Mariano. There is the under the neck shot. Nobody in front of that goal mouth. Mannix clears it, sends it out to the boards. Aguirre still waiting. Did not go back just yet. Now then, will he have a crack at this? A direct shot. Well, it came off. Well, it came off the number 3 there from Alegria, from Ticho Merlos. So it didn't quite go the distance. Crowder. And that new line, of course, very quickly created. And then this is, of course, something which you need to be really aware of. That quick line change you will see at this level, at this speed as well. Again, the ball being fed up from Mannix. And now you get a whistle.
Yeah, they're letting them play there. And I love seeing that. There's a series of plays down in front of the Alegria. Actually, the Kaia goal, and right there, Santi coming from right to left. Now, remember, both teams still have the ability to challenge here in the third chukker. So we'll see what they decide to do here on this call. They work it out. Looks like the umpire's going to drop that ball at the open goal. Penalty for 3, 40-yard shot. And I think this is a good one, not challenged. Remember, a lot of they had the opportunity to talk to Mariano, get it last night, captain. And it was talked about how awesome he was. You know, we thought, you and I breaking it down here at CTV Sports on his challenges, his choices, and his decision making. Uh-oh. Wow, well done. So remember, it's one approach, one swing. And I've actually seen a player go when their horse spin around and he went backwards and hit it.
And still hit it.
And
scored.
Yeah, scored. Yeah, so it was open goal. So I guess you got to keep moving, but if you stop and go, then that's your approach. Or, I mean, if you spin out of it and go the opposite direction, he kind of spun and kept it all going. And I think it was the first time it was ever seen. So, well done there at Tincho. Gray Mare just getting a little sideways on him. But he handled it very well and gets the goal. We get a whistle right here, though, to stop the clock. 4:24.
Yeah, the pass there coming after that throw-in from Jason Crowder. And you'll see here as that ball goes, and it's picked up. Well, missed by Chukker, then missed by Tincho.
Yeah, I think Tincho coming across there, got to go, went near side. You had players following Chukker, white jerseys, looked like Santiago Toccolino. And I'm not really sure if he'd have been okay even on the offside. Looked like they were pretty tight there, but he might have got away. When he came over to the near side, though, he crosses over, goes on the left side. So 5A from the spot. Santi looking for Larry.
A little bit too far for him to reach. He could have maybe picked that up on the near side. The ball just a little bit short. Now then, Ticho Merlos once again finding a little bit of space over on the far side of the field. Bouncing ball. Mariano stops, turns. And turns offense into defense. And Mariano, who's got Crowder behind him, will try and take this ball as low and as far as he can. Here is the finishing shot on goal. Kept in play, but only just, as Jason Crowder will pick it up on his own back line. Now then, what's he thinking? Crowder on the near side. Oh, well done, Jason. Nicely done. Crowder puts a bit of a spin on it. Will he get another shot? Yeah, he will. He gets a bit of a rub there from the number 2 from Loreen Zubiari.
And you get a whistle on the play. It's going to send him to the Kersey change. And Jason goes back to the center on this ball. They come together right there. That's where you got the whistle. We'll see what our 2 umpires decide on this as we go into our Kersey change. And let's see, open in the first. We had a 4. Yeah, you had the 1, just the 1 and the 3. But wow, 11 goals scored in the first Chukker. Yeah, we talk about it. 4 goals were scored in 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes.
Incredible.
Yeah, incredible. What a start. And then it went back and forth. And he said actually 4. There was 4 and 4 scored, and they had the three goal handicap, so 3 goes 7-4. And then second Chukker got a little dicier there. Each team gave up a couple of goal shot penalties. They had a 5B and then two open goals for Alegria. Team show was 100%. And then you had a 4 and a 3 for Kaia. And Santi was 100%. Left there, again, they're even. 3 and 3 on the goals being scored. And they kept it at 10-7. And then here we are at 10-9. And look at Alegria with their closest they've been. They might be able to chip away at this the handicap for halftime, which we would come back in the halftime even Steven and both teams going for it. So remember, if they were to just win by a goal each team, then you'll stay the same. Park Place is in there, and okay. So we did have a challenge on the field, and third Chukker challenge. Risk reward matrix. You got Jason coming from right to left. You had Lorraine Zerere coming down the field. They're going to lose their challenge. Yeah, it looked like Jason had to go near side there. So now, a bit of an advantage here in the first half is the Kaia Polo will still have their challenge if needed.
Yeah, and barely had that ball be gone back into play. I don't know if you can see it quite clearly here. Let's go back to how this play developed. Yeah, there it is, the number 3, Tincho Merlos.
Right-of-way violation. Like you said, quick line change. Keep an eye on it. It happens so quickly in this league. And it'll be Mannix. Fred going for the big ball.
Well, that is definitely a very long ball. One touch here from Sugar Erskine. Oh, unlucky.
Nice try.
And that would have brought them level. So Kaia still holding on to a small advantage, 10-9. But at the moment, if we just isolate, and you just broke it down very nicely there, Dale, but if we break down here, Chukker number 3, in which we are, of course, at the moment, it is 2-0 in favor of Alegria. Tincho and Sugar both picking up a goal. And the only 2 goals so far here in this Chukker, Larry Austin will send that ball up and give it to Santi Tocolino. Yeah, Larry trying to take Mannix out of the equation or out of play to allow Tocolino clear passage to goal. Didn't quite work out the way he'd hoped. Ball was still in play, but now we get a whistle with a little over 2 minutes on the clock. Interesting one, this one.
Yeah, they come across there. Great play by Larry Austin to pick that ball up on the move because he was running, and Santi played him for the hit. And Larry hit it a good 3 to 5 yards. That got the ball to Santi. Then he comes back into center here, gets opened up there, and whether it bounced off a pony there, I couldn't tell on the drone footage. think you're going to get a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like Santi. So we'll see what they decide. I don't know if we got another angle on that one. The drone kind of was a little bit right there. I'm not sure if it hit off a horse or went the opposite direction. And but they're going to have timeout here for one of the players. So 2:08. And as you said, 2 unanswered goals here by Alegria. And remember, we still have a opportunity if they needed the Kaia team to challenge a play. And get some great shots here. Tito Merlos and Jason Crowder having a discussion. Talks the plays out.
Well, I'm sure Fred Mannix will be very, very happy if they can at least draw level going into the halftime interval, which will be in a little over 2 minutes, which are left to play here in this Chukker.
And look at the back shot. The ball got back and actually went off of Santi's pony. Looked like right around the bridle area. So, of course, safety. Umpire will allow Santi to change. And then he does have the ability to bring her back. Mayor, if he'd like to, in the second half. They'll check it out. But for just to make sure everything's cool. Yeah, and here comes Santi. So on the back shot, I'm not sure 100% here yet. To see what they go with. If they go with with that ball coming off of the horse, if there was a possession, or if they did go with the right-of-way violation, we'll see. And the ball bounced off. They're still discussing a little bit. And they were going into halftime there, so you take a little time for Santi to make sure he can get on the right horse to make sure to finish the half here. Very important today. Also, the switching of the horses when they use different horses, matching up the horses with the opposing team, such a big part of the game. And looks like all right, so they have a trigger on the play. As two umpires, one had a foul, one didn't. They had a trigger on it. They have no foul on the play, but they did have timeout for the horse. Looks like Fred was, let's see, Mannix. He switched it up. Like he was, I believe he was on open instructor Torah here. And she, the chestnut mare, from sired by Grappa Casino and Open Professora, which is the Elastina. Which would be Gandelito, of course, playing here in the. They still tell you all the different breeding operations. You have the Synthety breeding operation, you have the Alegria breeding operation, of course. You have the Elastina, so many different. Like you said, it'll bring you different horses and breeding operations as this goes on. Look at this, right out of the bone here, Jan. And here we go, final 2 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, unlucky there. He was running away with it. Was that Chukker Erskine? In comes Crowder to pick up the loose ball. Crowder hammers one downfield. And there he is again. Chukker Erskine picks it up on the near side. But did he come across the right of way there of Santi Toccolino? Even though he did play the correct shot, but even playing the correct shot, if you're over that line.
I guess he's just enough. Remember, in this league, going to bring they're going to bring the spaces are going to get tighter with the, of course, quality of the horses and players at a 26 goal level. And that's what we love about the 26 goal. So no foul on the play, knock in. And it's going to be picked up here by Santi.
Yeah, miss hit there by Merlos. Now then, Santi Toccolino. Try to bend that one round the corner. Merlos will send it back. He will be the first man on it. Well, Chukker Erskine with the backhander picked up now by Crowder. Crowder on the near side. Nicely done. And that rotation working again like clockwork. Very good pick up here, plenty of room. Now this could be the equalizer. Slams on the brakes, gets the putter out, and I'm sure they will be delighted, or he will be especially delighted here with that run, because Fred Mannix brings his team into double figures, and by doing so, of course, the equalizer, it is 10 goals apiece. And I'm pretty sure that will bring us to the end of the first half. So, job one taken care of, as it is 10 goals apiece. A very high scoring game, as you said, or as was to be expected. Players will have a little time to recap, but here are your halftime stats.
Yeah, look for any difference here. Biggest throw-ins is the biggest one, but pretty, as we thought, it's going to be close right down the road, as it was. Look at that. And maybe a few more shots from the Alegria team. And that's going to be a big part of going into the second half. So we'll let both teams go to their tents, meet with their coaches, get organized, and we are going to be in for an amazing second half. So we'll be back for the 2024 WPL League Founders Cup second half.
My name is Nacho Estrada. I'm from Argentina, 8 goals.
Hilario Figueras, 5 goals from Argentina.
My name is Martín Jauregui. My handicap is 6 goals. I'm from Argentina.
Silvestre Novillo, and I'm from Argentina, Buenos Aires.
I'm Tomás Pérez from Argentina, and I'm 6 goals.
Francisco Spinacci, and I am from Argentina, Buenos Aires.
I'm Juan Bolini, and I'm a 3-goal polo player right now, but I used to be 8, and I'm from Argentina. No, actually, now I'm American.
No, here is amazing. The view, the fields, everything is super nice.
Question is what I don't like about Aspen. I think I like everything about Aspen. The weather, the field. Right now in the summer, I would say the best club in the world.
Friendship, the people, the scenery, everything. This is my 7th year coming in a row, and I feel like I'm at home right now. So me and the family were around like we know the place for a long time, and we enjoy the summer a lot.
When I come here winter and summer, I actually like Aspen more in summer. There's more stuff to do.
All the mountains around here, like it's a pretty nice place, and it is nice to play because there are very good horses, and I play with a lot of friends.
No, I like the polo, the horses, and the people.
I like to do mountain biking and to go to the lake.
Yes, going to the lake, stay here in the barn, everything.
It looks amazing. It's my first time here, but all the things they doing today is amazing. So I'm gonna be enjoy, and I appreciate to inviting me to be here in the season.
Christmas in July, kids are always looking forward for it. The day they come to Aspen, they know they relate it with Christmas in July, an extra that they have here.
I like Christmas in July because we get all together and we receive a lot of presents.
Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
I'm Jan-Erik Frank. Great to have you with us.
Yeah, and we are getting ready for our second half. A good shot here of the Kaia Polo team. And let's go through it. Here's Alegria.
Well, Alegria so far have done everything they wanted to achieve in that first half, Dale. They were down by 3 when they came into this game, and I'm sure the man on the right there, Fred Mannix, will be delighted that they chipped away, as you said, Dale, at that advantage, because they both came out very, very strong. So at the halftime interval, Alegria with 10 goals. Everybody on that team picking up a goal. And Kaia Polo, well, there you have the players. They did very well. It was even Stevens up until the end of the second chukker. But chukker number 3, Dale, that's when it went a little bit pear-shaped, because 2 unanswered goals from Kaia Polo in that final chukker of the first half.
Yeah, they were very strong. Like I said, this is let's see. Back we looked at some of those games. You think about the Kaia team. They've been in the lead a lot in a lot of their games. But great job by Alegria to keep firing away, and what an equalizer goal by Fred Mannix at the end of the chukker. And I wasn't exactly sure which man he was on because he jumped. It looked like he was on a base, so he switched him up a little bit there. And remember, we had a little breakdown. You can look at those halftime stats one more time. Like I said, the main thing was the throw-ins, 6 more. And in a game like this, that's huge. Jan, I mean, that's 50% more. That's definitely, those are possession plays. And then 5 more shots a goal.
I was going to pick up on that exactly.
Yeah. So and those are 2 big stats that'll stand out in this polo. And that's what makes the difference with their getting the equalizer goals, 3 unanswered goals in the third chukker, because the Kaia team was holding on with that 3-goal handicap that they received at the beginning, and the Alegria couldn't ask for more. Now they need to, and like you said, you're going to see, because both of these teams are looking to win by, like I said, Kaia by 3. They want to win by, and Alegria by 6. So you're going to see a lot of not just courtesy change in a beautiful 4-legged athletes, but I wouldn't be surprised you don't see a lot of different changing going on maybe before or after the courtesy change, just to try to get some they're going to have to be going to goal, pressing the goals, and they're on track here. I said with the amount of goals in the way, God, well, they've been shooting great percentages by both teams.
Well, Dale, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the helmet that Jason Crowder is now wearing here in the second half is what you said the other day is a goal-scoring helmet.
He's been playing great, huh?
Oh, he's been but all
2 goals on the day.
Yeah.
But by keeping it live, 2 goals by Chukker, another 4 goals by Merlos, 3 of them from the penalty line, 2 twos and a 3, and 2 by Fred. So very good team effort here by Alegria. That's the way they play. Fred will come through, run through. And remember the 2-point conversion. Remember the buzzer beater is in line here. So that'll come into play if the ball is hit before the second horn is sounded. Wherever that ball ends up will be the play. If it rolls over the end line, and you'll have a knock in. If it goes through the goal, such as in basketball, the NBA, when the ball is shot before the buzzer and it's in the air and it goes in,
it's a goal.
Now it cannot be touched by another player.
Yep.
And Santi Tocolino is the only player who've done it. And he did it on a 5A that was behind the line 3 yards. Yeah. And it was an interesting play. It was from the side, a little bit of an angle. And so but we had Fred Mannix, as we said, and he was our special guest on Sundays. And he hit one that was a foot off the post, but all the way. And here we go. First bowl in, and it's going to get Chukker out in front quickly.
And Chukker will probably do exactly what he did at the beginning of this game. He picked up the very first goal in the first half. So Alegria on a little bit of a run here now all of a sudden.
Yeah, and this is what quick You want quick plays and everybody grabbing a man, everybody working for each other. And Chukker gets out in front, picks up his 3rd goal today.
So Mannix got the equalizer, and Chukker now takes Alegria, or puts Alegria into the lead for the first time in this so important game. Kaia, would have been nice to have been a fly on the wall there to see, to hear what both of the captains and the coaches were talking about in that halftime interval. Mariano Aguirre, there he is. He could be the man to make all the difference. A shot on goal from distance, and why not indeed? Did that come off a player's back? Or was that a clean shot?
Here's Fred taking the knock in here.
He wants it, you could tell, the way he's been riding, the way he's been playing. He really wants this. But he knows there's still a bit of work to be done. Ball comes off the sideboards. Little chip shot there from Chukker. He was trying to send it up to Jason Crowder. Yeah, 2 players come together there. Now then, Mannix and Aguirre. This will be an interesting one. There was a mishit just prior to that. Let's have another look at it. Here you see Chukker trying to loft it over to Crowder. Deflection. Bang. So, how did you see that one, Dale?
Well, look at the shot of Jason here. Let's see if they're going to march this one down to the south. I think they're going to drop it on the 60. And you should see if they take a look at that again. Mariano's going to come over and kind of talk to him here as captain. And you take a quick look. Remember, the captains have the ability to speak, talk with the umpire, and they have the ability to challenge. It looks like they're asking Tocolino if he's going to be all right with that ball. Maybe Mariano will be talking. Maybe they want to move it up a little bit. Yeah, but like I said, it was a shot hit down the field by Chukker, and Jace came from left to right. His horse kicked it back, and then they come together. Under Malice in the air, looking for a player with lesser angle.
Yep.
And
who had the lesser angle?
Yeah.
It was very tight here.
Yep. So they came together. So that's the thing. We'll see what they're still having the discussion. We'll check with our IRO/third man. All right, so they're loot. Wow, they early challenge, very early challenge. They thought that they wanted a 3 out of this. That's what we thought they were talking about, ball placement. And they're going to lose their challenge early here. So there's nobody downfield. So this is a big challenge in this game. Especially with these teams as tight as they are, they're going to lose their challenge early in the first half, and it's interesting. Very early challenge here. I mean, that's a huge play from 4 to a 3.
Yeah.
That was just over the post there. Remember, the ball needs to be inside the post. Looked like Santi hit it just over the post, so no goal on the 60-yard shot. And then we get another whistle right here, and let's see, they go spinning around, little sword fight. Oh,
unlucky there. Very unintentional. You could see that Chukker Erskine, as he lifted his mallet, as it came down, it just scraped the back there of the number 2, Lorene Zubiari. Very unintentional. He rode over straight away to make sure he's okay. Yeah, it just basically just sort of scraped him.
And this is another reason why we have the trigger in place with the 2. We talk about sword fighting and the hook when 2 players are coming together. And if the umpires do need it, they can go ahead and look at that. And that's based on to see if a player maybe got hit on the hand, because sometimes the player goes to hook another player, it slides up, hits them on the hand. Remember the rule in polo, you must be in control of your mallet, the polo mallet, 24/7. It's got to be, that's just part of the game. So, and, one of the fouls you see a lot that is the follow-through play. A player comes and he takes a hit of the ball on his mount, follow-throughs, and maybe hits another player or horse. And very unintentional. But again, if the player is in the vicinity, Santi not getting much help from his mare there, but no problem. She gets a little sideways like Tincho earlier. And he'll go ahead and pick up the penalty here. So they moved that one a little bit on the danger. Again, any uneven ride off or any hard ride off or any play like that where a player does get hit, even if it's unintentional, they'll move it up one. So you see Chukker, very great sportsmanship there, making sure Zuberi's okay. And we'll bowl in from the far side here for the second half. International rules tournament conditions picked up by Mariano.
So 11 apiece. Now then, Aguirre. Was that goal possibly the catalyst to get Kaia right back in this game? Remember, 3 unanswered goals in that previous Chukker, which made or brought Alegria level with Kaia Polo. As we now are in the fourth Chukker, and again Mannix there coming across, looking for that right-of-way. So a very open-shut case here, right-of-way infringement. Umpires seem to be in accord with that decision. So
a quick line change again. Mariano trying to get there quickly on the little chestnut.
So a quick penalty, 5A taken from the spot, and off we go with Mr. Mannix. Loses the ball. But he's got Tincho Merlos, and again, up to the front. Extremely active, Fred Mannix. The support coming from Sugar Erskine goes out to the right-hand side. Who'll be there first? It'll be Mariano Aguirre. Now Mannix will go in for the challenge. You could see he was just holding fire there, wanted to play the near-side backhand. Well, he's done well. He's got the ball back. There comes that near-side backhand I was just talking of. Tincho Merlos not able to pick it up and run with it. And now a chance for Kaia Polo on the break. Broken play. Up in the air. Nicely done. He's got Mannix coming back with him. Santi Tocolina gets pushed out to the left. Again, Mannix just there in the nick of time. Leaves it now for Loreen Zubiari. He's within range. There's the shot. But this time just wide.
And you might go to courtesy change here. I think you're going to go to the courtesy change here. Fred was actually riding one of his own breeding operation there, Efficiente, and she's sire was Open Luminato, and the dam was Capaz, and it was one of his breed. So you see some of the players play other interesting. They play, and when Fred was in here, he was talking about that. Looks like he's gonna jump on it. Actually, no one from his is Alberta Castileo, and to say Open Honor and Shalalo Mindy, and that's the dam. And they it's interesting that they play some from their own breeding operation. You see that the Santarita also. I think Melissa plays from her set, and she also plays different ones. As he played at Nelson Mare, and like I said earlier, we talked about Pete Merlos from one. So, they do players buy other horses. They also fit them into their strings differently, and it seems to. And then they also have ads of their breeding operations. Yeah. So that just made the game of polo just amazing. The four-legged athletes, how it's been unbelievable.
Oh, the changes, Dale, if I think about, a decade ago, 20 years ago, and where we are today.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Good shot here of Mr. Jason Crowder.
So even?
Again, 11-11.
And I think, Park Place at the moment, they're liking that. As I said, they were sitting in fourth place. with Maltese Falcons in 5th, Travieso in 6th, all 1-1. And you remember they all have 0 on their net goals. So it looks like they're going to go ahead and bring this one back in possession in favor of Alegria. Outlet pass from Fred. He's going to look for Tincho. We got a breakaway.
Yeah, we do a big mistake here. And Tincho now, plenty of time. Nobody really coming in to challenge. And you can see on the right side of your screen how Crowder is taking out Tocolino. Tincho slams on the brakes. Can he get another piece of it? Slightly overshot it. Loreen with a backhander. Nobody there. And then Mariano Gary dodging a big bullet there. Missed opportunity by Alegria. But Mannix, once again, nicely done. This time trying to feed the ball to Crowder. Ball comes to the boards, comes off the boards, and of course a new line is created. Mannix on it first. Trying to send a backhand on the near side to that danger zone. Loreen Zubiari with a daisy cutter upfield. Tocolino just not close enough to pick up that ball. Merlos against Aguirre. Aguirre knows he's got to allow a little bit of room. Tocolino will steer it, or steal it rather. Mannix, well, he's thinking, if you don't want it, my friend, I'll take it off you. Still, Fred Mannix round the outside of Tocolino. Here comes the under the neck shot, or at least he attempted under the neck shot. As Mariano Aguirre, oh, he might have made a big mistake there. And that mistake will be, taken advantage of by none other than Mr. Mannix himself.
Yeah, great steal, and he puts that ball back across the center. And both teams, going for it here. We talked about the end.
Beg your pardon, Chukker.
Yeah, being that they, under the circumstances, and remember we were talking about that in the 12 goal yesterday. Those two teams, or how even they were. The dead end in 902-0.
Yeah.
That start taking chances. And you see this happening here with both teams trying to steal the ball from each other. They know that they got to get those edges to get goals to get ahead, so they're going to be taking some chances. It's going to be fun to watch. All right, on the bowling. Looks like controlled by Lorraine.
Yeah, and nearly, or not nearly, stolen once again here by Alegria. Well, that's that old saying, if you snooze, you lose. And once again, this young man from South Africa absolutely on fire. Chukker Erskine, it's saved on the line. Nobody there in a pink shirt to put it through, but again, a great pickup and a great run by Chukker Erskine. But this time, Mr. Crowder might have been caught here with his hand in the cookie jar. Let's have another look at this play, Dale.
Wow, what a steal, though, by Chukker. We were talking about players taking some chances, and Chukker comes right out, steals one, takes it down, lays it down in front. That's going to end the Chukker. So let the umpires work this one out and get all the players on some fresh ponies. And we'll be back for our 5th Chukker. Stay with us.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
fifth Chukker. And we had a penalty at the end of the fourth. And, well, neutral polo in the fourth Chukker.
Yep.
And that's not good for either team.
No, it certainly isn't. But at the moment, Alegria just still, because of that third Chukker there, Dale, 2 unanswered goals by Kaia Polo. Let's hope that doesn't catch up with them right at the very end. Chukker Erskine picking up 2 cracking goals in Chukker number 4. Only the 1 goal coming from Santi Toccolino. So if you take Chukker number 3, 3 goals to 0 for Alegria, and then 2 goals to 1 for Alegria in the fourth, is that the turnaround here in this important game of the Founders Cup? We'll have to wait and see as the players come back out. But it has been, nonetheless, it's been a cracking game of polo to watch. What an amazing start we saw in this first Chukker. 8 goals scored, 4 apiece. It just was like a game of tennis, just one after the next.
So they, I guess, went with it, and they said they checked on it, no foul. And we'll check and see if it was a challenge or if it was a trigger. Because if it was, okay, no, they're actually down. So they're going to have offsetting penalties. Mm-hmm. So we had a foul against the Alegria team, but then you had a verbal appeal against Kaia. So offsetting, bowl it in from the center.
Yeah.
And remember, on those plays, if one is more dangerous, they can stay with the other, or, vice versa. But in this case, pretty even. So they go ahead and bowl it in from the center of the boards. And remember, at this moment in the second half, Kaia did lose their challenge in the fourth. So Alegria still has one.
And on the move here, a little bit patchy at the moment, trying to just get order back into play. Mariana Aguirre will be the man for the job. A nice hook there from Mannix. Zubiari. Stolen there by Crowder. But he's going to get a whistle.
So Jason, the umpire's in a perfect spot here. We should get a good look. You see if Jason's horses, or maybe the, what I'm going to say here is that the player, the Alegria player, could have been blocking him. And if he's blocking him, then they got to give him one play. So when the player went to move out, he's moving out. Mm-hmm. But the white player had not made a play yet. So when Jason goes for the ball,
okay,
you see what I'm saying? So you have one guy player coming in, you block.
That makes sense.
And then they're going to say clear. And when they do say clear, then they got to give one play.
Of course.
And so Jason spun around and made that play. So now, well, you're in that gray area, and where's that ball going to get moved? And we'll see if there was any other reasons why that ball got moved. We'll check with our correspondents here, and just to make sure. A little dicey play. Now, remember that wind blowing, as you said earlier at the beginning. Okay, so Alegria went ahead and challenged the call, and now they're going to lose their challenge. Right. So we are back to even Steven here. Mm-hmm. Both teams out of challenges. So all the triggers are still in place for the rest of the game. Both teams will have to.
Well, of course, they would both get a new challenge should we go into overtime.
Yeah, in overtime, you get an extra round. Yep, you said it, Jan. Here we go. Ooh.
Just wide. And that's, you just touched on it there, Dale. The wind might have had a little bit of a role in that.
Yeah, remember it's coming from the south, as you said earlier. About 15 miles, gusting between 15 and 20. And so anything coming to the south goal, Jan, and we got Alegria going to the north goal here. Going to give a little help. Not that big of a win, but it will make a difference.
Perfect pass. Once again from Mannix to Merlos. Now then, can Mr. Crowder pick that one up? It's sent back to where it came from. Tincho read it well. Aguirre has Chukker Erskine going back with him. Chukker sends that ball straight back into the Kaia Polo territory on the handlebars, right under the watchful eye there of one of our two mounted officials.
Well, backed up here, as you said, way up in the sky, and the umpire kind of gets stuck in the middle there. And it's bad luck. You might get a bowl in or something. We'll see if it just maybe, might have took a player away from a play just because and it looks like they're going to line it up and bowl this one in. And see, they might talk about it again. Yeah, they're going to take their time. Very important game, of course, for many reasons, for all the teams, for all the teams in play here. Not just the two teams playing.
Of course.
And so you want to make sure all these possessions are very big.
I'm sure Park Place will be tuned in. So if you're joining us from Park Place, a very, very good afternoon to you.
So it looks like they're actually going to have a right-of-way violation against the Alegria team, penalty 5A. Here comes Kaia.
Just over the halfway line, a pick up here by Lorene Zubiari, one-touch polo, that's what we like, and Mariano Aguirre. Ball's on his stick side, overrides, Crowder clears it. Backhand up, stopped and turned. Now then, Lorene Zubiari, will he get a second chance? Well, a little unlucky there for him as Crowder came in, and the pony, I believe, kicked that ball away from Lorene Zubiari.
Yeah, this is a play where you need to clear. And as you can see, Jason would have cleared going forward. The horse probably wouldn't have kicked it, but he went to turn. You go back on defense. This horse kicks the ball, taking a play away from the white Kaia team. So Zubiari on the move there. And that ball just outside 60. So you bring that one in probably for an open goal here. And you get penalty 2. 30-yard shot. Santi Toccolino.
You can't get them all straighter than that, Dale. So Santi Toccolino, that's his 6th goal of the match. All five of those goals coming from the penalty line, and just the very first one out of regular play. 2 penalty 3s I've got down here, 2 penalty 2s, a penalty 4. So that makes it a full dozen either side, 12 goals apiece. 5 minutes left on the clock. We're in the 5th Chukker. Now, I don't know, it just seems like there's a storm coming somehow. Both of these teams just holding back a little bit. And
remember the circumstances. They need to win by some goals. So this neutral polo, off the post.
Yep, and just trying to see who got that final touch. Here it comes again. Tincho takes the shot. Drags it a little bit over to the left. Now then, who's that player? There he is again. Chukker Erskine, absolutely top draw by the young man.
Yeah, great play by Merlos. You saw he went just for the mallet. Did not even worry about the ball. Just tried to take the mallet away from Santi, try to make a neutral play. He made the neutral play, and then Chukker in a good spot. And the finish, Jason.
Well, Dan, I'm just going to put it out there. I think the highest scoring game we've had so far was 17 goals. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was a new record for the World Polo League. Well, we're only in the 5th Chukker. It's already 13 goals to 12. I've got a feeling we might be breaking that 17-goal mark today.
Yeah, they're going to need to. So, they're going to go for it today as they still have... They get one here before the Kersey change. It'll be big. On the move, Fred.
Yeah, working very hard, tirelessly. And once again, down comes the hammer. Near side backhand shot, but there was a whistle just before.
Yeah, everybody ducking and diving there. He gets backed out. Nice play by the Kaia team to clean it up here. That ball bounces off a pony. Yeah. Fred's going to win that one. And then he gets backed out. And then they go there. So let's see what they decide here is they have a later whistle. So it looks like they're going to go in favor of the Alegria team. See if they go to the courtesy change. Yeah, they're going to use their courtesy change here. They'll let them get the final touches on this one. And again, the neutral polo there is working against both the teams. No team's getting an edge. And that was one of the, on the breakdown, when we were breaking these two teams down, that it could come to be a very close game. And, you know, anything close, both teams will be out. So at the moment they're sitting, you said, their current net goals are -2 and -5. So anything close pushes them out. So game plan wise, they are looking to get a break here. They got to go back to back, yeah. They got to go goal.
Yeah.
And like you said, just such strong defenses. And that was one of the things that we were breaking down. You look at Tincho and Fred, Mariano and Santi, the back part of both of these teams. And we know both teams have the ability to score goals. But the defensive side of both of these teams, very, very organized and mounted very well. So not easy.
No, and let us also quickly just remind you, as the players are making their way back out. Oh, well, we might see our first two-pointer here, Dale. I don't know if that's going to happen, but you can see that ball's being teed up. But let's just quickly remind you, we do have a doubleheader for you today here at Grand Champions Polo Club and, of course, at CTV Sports. The Top Pony 8 goal continues this afternoon. 1:30, Amaro Polo will be taking on Raful Polo. And as we've been saying, and I'm sure it won't disappoint, be it the 6 goal, the 8 goal, the Siba Memorial 12 goal, and of course the 26 goal. We have not been disappointed in the slightest, so make sure you tune in for the 1:30 throw-in of the 8 goal coming here on CTV Sports a little bit later on this afternoon in just under an hour. Now then, let's go back to the action here. Field 3, Grand Champions Polo Club, and as you were saying, Dale, all to play for. Mannix will pick this one up on the near side. Well done, Fred. Coaxing and working that ball downfield. Still Mannix, and he'll be happy with this. Yeah, we picked it up and turned something into a cracking goal. And for the first time, Alegria take a 2-goal lead here in Chukker 5.
Yeah, right quickly after they changed on the horses here, and Mannix getting out in front and not losing everything. And then back here on, you actually played her earlier. We were talking about the Elastina mare, the Open Instructora, and with the Grappa Casino and Open Professora, and coming from the Pierre's family. So she definitely got him out in front, and he was off to the races.
And here we go again, off to the south end of the goal with Alegria, with Tincho Merlos. They've won the next throw-in. Now then, they seem to be on a bit of a roll here. There's the daisy cutter. Will it go through and find Crowder? Not on this occasion, as Kaia Polo will pick it up very quickly and turn things around with the number 4 there. Santi Toccarlino, but he's up against Mannix. And Mannix just biding his time and will force that ball to either go over the back line or, in this case, clear it. Chukker is there, who can stop and turn first. Merlot's coming in, just ever so slightly beaten to it. But there he is again. Nice drive. Finding Chukker. Erskine takes it out on the left-hand side. Plenty of room. Just needs to keep his head down. Follow through. Unlucky. I think that would have really put the pressure on.
That would have been huge. That would have been huge, especially as the clock ticks down here. We're going to click under a minute. Possession is going to go back to the Kaia team, so they would have been back to center, and they would have an opportunity to try to score again before they go into the 6th Chukker. Now it's going to be a possession play here.
So Santi Toccolino, just under a minute left to play. Can he bring them back within 1 goal? Needs to get past Erskine. Leaves him behind. But they're going to shut it down. They're going to make the spaces very tight and small here. But he's just waltzing through. A little mistake there by Mannix. Toccolino. Now we know how dangerous he is, and we know how strong he is from anywhere in the field. Mannix clears it. Very good defense here. Erskine appealing. Takes the man. Loreen Zubiari gets pushed out of the equation. Crowder tries to clear it, picked up by, well, he got a touch, did Mariano Aguirre. And just as Santi was teeing that ball up, we get a whistle.
So at the Chukker, take a good look at it one more time. A little quick line change, stolen by Mariano. Coming together there. And then they pull out. So we'll let the umpires work this one out. That's to be, and we'll get prepared for our 6th and final Chukker. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
Another great season. We had a blast this year. Great fields again. They keep getting better and better. And we got lucky with the rain this year and had a lot of fun polo.
There's nothing better than being out here in Aspen playing with these great people. Amazing views every day. I mean, how could you ask for more?
Best part about being out here in Aspen for the polo is the fields, the community, Melissa and Mark, the great competition, and the amazing horses and how the horses enjoy being out here.
I love the town, I love the valley, I love also spending time here in Carbondale. So I just love this place in general. I have a lot of friends. I've made lots of friends over the years. The Ganses have created a spectacular place here that has become a really important summer destination for polo in America.
Aspen, I love it that our family's around, there's a ton of horses, a ton of golf, and a lot of fun polo. So.
All right, here we go. Welcome back, everybody. 6 Chukker. And, oh, yeah, and like I said, they've been playing, I guess, to get a bit of a lead here, but, you know, good polo, neutral polo.
Indeed. And just 3 goals away from our new record. 14 goals to 12. Alegria, there you can see it on the back of your screens, right there in the left-hand corner. For the first time, taking a 2-goal lead. Play will, of course, resume where we ended that previous Chukker, and we're going to start with a penalty 3, 40 yards. So, Santi Toccolino to bring Kaia Polo back within 1 goal. This time makes it a little bit exciting, sends it a little bit out to the right-hand side. So, 14 to 13, the new score, but it is the beginning of Chukker number 6, and it's make or break time.
Yes, sir. And this is what you see with these two teams that have been going back and forth. Again, both teams' offensive attack working very well today. as they come back to the center. Possessions are big. Alegria was very strong in the first half. Now it's going the other way, and here comes Santi.
Toccolino leaves it for Aguirre. He will leave it. Everybody overrides. The first man to it will be Lorin Zubiari. Picks up the ball. Yep, and why not indeed give it a crack and try and send it downfield. But all four of Alegria's players here, clear instructions on what they need to do to get the job done. A little bit unlucky here. The first change of possession we've had in this game. Chukker there running the ball down the boards. Slight miss it, goes over the sideboards, and not wasting any time because time is now of the essence. We're in the sixth and final Chukker, and they need to make every offensive play count here. Nice pass up to the front, looking for Larry Austin. Has the ball taken off him by Merlos. Dincho. Little chip shot. Nicely done. And once again, El Capitan, Mr. Mannix, with a long ball. Oh, yeah, a little rub there with Toccolino. Let's have a look who the other player was. Here comes the drive from Mannix, right there. Just ever so unlucky coming across that right of way there. Unintentionally, of course. And let's see where they place that ball. I would have thought it would be a hit from the spot, but let's wait and see what the umpires decide. Well, looks like they're going to drop the ball on the halfway line. So penalty 5B. Now, this, of course, is one of those opportune moments, and we haven't seen many. I think this is the second 5B of the game, where if that ball, and you can see it there being teed up just behind that center line, and the man who's already done it on one occasion, will he go for the two-pointer? And if he scores, put his team back in the lead. Well, there's the drive. It's long. It's very, very long. Just slightly out to the left-hand side. Crowder will be on it straight away. Now then, they need at least one more goal on the near side. A great pickup here by the South African, Sugar Erskine. Cruising down the field. Just lets Toccolino go past him. Still Sugar needs to make that shot. Toccolino there still wanting a piece of him. Now the whistle will stop the play with just a smidgen over 5 minutes left to play. Let's have another look at this. You can see Sugar taking the ball, wants to change the line. There is the contact. As Sugar will be of the belief that it was still his line and still his right of way. And being given the choice there of either a hit from the spot or the penalty 2 mark. And as you were saying, Dale, players, of course, whenever they can, will get on the bestest pony. So there you have it, a penalty 2. Now, this could be very interesting because if they score here now, Dale, that would be a 3-point advantage for Alegria, and the man to do the honors to step up to the plate, none other than Tincho Merlos. And Tincho Merlos makes no mistake, picks up his 5th goal of the match. So for the first time, Alegria now in the lead by 3 goals, 15-13. Clock, of course, is ticking down, and they're just 2 away from that number 17. It's game on.
Yes, sir, you got it. So
now then, how will Kaia respond? Aguirre. Well, they've done a very important first step, which is winning that throw-in. Aguirre, and they need to drill those balls downfield. Larry Austin is going up, but Mariano might run this one himself. Still Aguirre. He's got a player coming out on the left-hand side. Doccolino trying to finish it, and a little bit of a deflection. I believe that came out off Larry Austin's horse. And of course, Alegria now will allow that ball to go over the back line, securing possession. 4 minutes remain here in the sixth and final Chukker. Another horse change, this time Loreen Zubiari.
Yes, I thought you'd see a lot of horse changes.
Yeah, I was just talking about that. You know, this is exactly what you would see now, getting those strongest and bestest ponies to come out here to make hopefully all the difference. And Kaia will definitely not go down with putting up a fight.
Yeah, always trying to get them fresh. It's going to stop the clock. They'll go to the courtesy change. But I wouldn't be surprised if they get a few runs. And then, like I said, Jan, might see they may be sending horses down to each end just to have them available. A lot like you see in the Argentine Open. And so that's a huge part. And it'll be a big part in this, as I said, but still pressing each other. So close, these two teams. Man, they're great pole. I mean, again, both these teams. Great shot here, Mariano Aguirre, Captain Mariano.
So, and he had a big smile on his face. So
yeah, I mean, they better be pleased with the way each of their teams have gone. You know, and they said, you know, you have underneath Park Place Maltese Falcons. They're Park Place Maltese Falcons Travieso. They want to keep it close. Yeah, they are bold. You know, and as I said, you look at the way they went. Maltese Falcons actually played Travieso, and it was an 8-7 game. Travieso over Maltese Falcons. Park Place over Travieso, 12-11, and then you had the Maltese Falcons over Park Place, 11-10. Very close games. What a bracket in bracket 3. It was so close.
2 goals now just in it, Dale. 2 goals, 15-13. A little shy of 4 minutes left to play here. How are they going to play out the last half here of Chukker number 6? So everybody on fresh ponies, and away we go. Mr. Mannix sends it out to the left-hand side, looking for Merlos. Jumping on that ball, on that right-of-way, straight away. Aguirre. Everything comes to an abrupt standstill. Was Aguirre a little bit offside there? Well, that's what Tincho Merlos seems to think. And let's see if the umpires agree with him. No surprise that you're going to see a lot more discussions going on now. This is the final phase, as I said, of this game. Well, no, they're going to give it to Mariano Aguirre. So a hit from the spot, and that is definitely within range. Mariano opens his shoulders. It goes out to the left-hand side. Crowder got a piece of it. A cut shot attempt by Austin, and that leaves a big gap now for Jason Crowder. You'll be looking to see where is Chukker just on the left-hand side of your screen there. Everybody now back in Kaia territory. A little backhand chip shot, again intercepted. Mannix doing a superb job. And around the outside. Not able to control it. A little bit unlucky there now. Alegria, can they control it? Crowder working hard. And looks like Crowder might have gotten a knock there, Dale. Oh, that looked a little bit unfortunate.
You all right there? Or they?
Well, he was holding onto his chin again. It could have been one of those plays where that mallet just, you know, keep an eye on Crowder here. There.
Oh yeah, it looked like he was just trying to go underneath, and Jason Mallet kind of slipped up on
Yeah,
So make sure he's okay. He's got a big smile. He's double tough.
Yeah, he really is. He really is.
Yeah, I played a lot of polo back in the day. I actually played with him when for the U.S. in the World Championships when he was 2 goals.
Wow.
And, yeah, he's done a great job. Yeah, with this, getting to his level. And father, great coach, Steve, but they'll take time out to make sure everyone's okay. And again, keeping it close, 2-goal difference. Remember, 5 goals would be a tie. Alegria would tie the group, the 1-on-1 group with Park Place, Maltese Falcons, and Travieso here. So, and but still need 3 goals here.
Yes.
And they have the ability on the other side now. The tie was 2 goals here, so basically on the same there, the tie would be 2. They have 4 goals. The Kaia team, so they're right in that range, or the clock's is going to start going against them here, Jan. So it's going to be a pretty finish. See how they.
So they line up on the halfway line. Glad, and I'm sure so is the rest of the team and all the players out there, that Jason is okay, able to continue playing. They're going to go for a bowl in here on the throw-in on the halfway line. So here we go then. Just wanting a clear passage. There it is. Ball's back in play. Austin tried to pick it up, get the first touch, didn't quite make the connection. And there he is once again with the number 3, Tincho Molos. Through the middle, looking for Crowder. Oh, a mistake. And in comes Mannix. Mannix trying to finish it. Crowder now trying to push very hard. Takes that ball down. Standing very deep here. Crowder coming in on a near side steal. Takes the shot. But there was a whistle just before. Just before that. Here you see that play again. Mannix coming in through the thick of it then. Crowder takes it down. Lorenzo Biari taking out Crowder. Well, that'll be a very interesting one because a lot of plays taking place there. Well, they've made it a very quick decision. It's going to go in favor of Kaia, but they're deep in their own half. Got to take the ball all the way up the field. Still plenty of time. Little bump and a ride off Crowder. Little flick of the wrist, but Lorenzo Biari just standing and facing the right way. Mannix. A lot of sword fighting going on there, and eventually it'll be Crowder, but he can't control it. Mannix comes round the outside. Fred Mannix now on the approach. Power play here by Alegria on the doorstep of Kaia Polo. And we are under 2 minutes remaining. Now then, Tocolino. Can Tocolino take it up? Well, he can get some distance. There is the return. Unfortunately, he was too far upfield here for Sugar Erskine to take that play. Mannix, once again, hammers that ball down. And now, Erskine. Good first touch. Just need to stay composed. And, well, he's put that one wide. Well, that can only be adrenaline pumping there through that man's veins because he would normally put those away in his sleep, Dale.
Yeah, you got it. Now, like you said, the clock goes tick, tick, tick here. Yeah, and like you said, the 2-goal difference. And 1:10 on the clock on the far side. So look like it'll adjust that. And they're going to go ahead and get a timeout here. Like I said, great polo match. And the only miracles here they could do, like I said, getting to 5. Yeah, they still got that 2-goal difference here, Jan. So it's looking tough. You got the 2-point conversion. I always like to see the glass glass half full.
Exactly. And
you know, on the other side, that would put Kaia to tie, and it's going to be tough for them. They need that. Well, they can't have a couple of them if Santi. But they won't get the penalties. Both teams. These teams have been very strong across the board. It's a great polo match. We've been waiting for it to see, like you said. And then again, Park Place and Maltese Falcons, Travieso sitting in the driver's seat here. Park Place. When they go to Gross, could hold on. We'll see. Here you go. Big ball by. And I like this. Going off the line quickly.
Tocolino sends it up to Lorene Zubiari. Tries to send it a bit further downfield on the near side. Alegria. Come back, turn things around very quickly. And as Malik's going to take that ball downfield, we have a stoppage and a whistle on that play. Here you can see again out the right there, he's got Tocolino right in front of him. So that, of course, is something the umpires must blow on. And
look, they're going to set this one up for an opportunity. I think that ball is on them. Santi's always in range.
He's always in range.
He said this guy's always in range. And he's just on the inside. That's why maybe he brings one back. Yeah.
Yeah, that I was just thinking that. Why not?
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, as I said, if you would have brought that one back, look, he's going to get it down there anyways. Still would have been tough, of course, you know.
Lorene will try and finish it. Zubiari, little backhander. And did that go in on the inside? It did.
Yeah. And remember, that is a play that can happen. A team can bring the ball back but Zubiari's going to get the nice pass from Santi Tocolino, and then he just works it in between three players, keeps battling. I mean, he is a fighter. Nice little open back shot. And that's going to click it down here. So they're going to get back to center. I don't know if they're going to get one more bowl in. And we will see. Yeah, they're going to get one more and play this one out. Well, that'll end it right there. So you're going to get the 1 goal difference. So, Yannick, Frank, that's great game. And so it pushes. There you go. You had the Casablanca, as we said. It was 2-0 with the +7 net. They were first place. Audi, they were 1-1, but +3. La Ernita they were 1-1, +1. And then you had Park Place, Maltese Falcons, and Travieso. They're all 1-1. They're in the same division. And here's your final stats here. I think you're going to be really close. Look at that. Well done by Kaia picking up the shots on goal. Yeah. But look how close they are. And kids went back and forth. But clean up the fouls a little there. The Alegria team going into their next tournament, 14. But a great game there. And stage is set here, because they're going to go. If you go to gross goals with Park Place, Maltese Falcons, Travieso, they all played in the same bracket, and Park Place will come out with the gross goals.
Yep,
with actually 22. So they're going to go on. So your stage is set, as you'll have Casablanca playing against Park Place, and Audi going against La Ernita in the semifinals of the 2024 Founders Cup. For Yannick Frank, I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports. I want to say thank you for making us the leaders of polo broadcasting. And always remember, here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.